Pregnancy, Disability, and Women's Decisions, an 8-part series on pregnancy and pregnancy decisions. Part 7, Motherhood and Looking Back.
The decision about whether to have a baby and be a mother can change the direction of your entire life. Years ago, people used to assume that all women wanted to have children, and any woman who didn't want kids would have been labeled an outcast. On the other hand, as we've seen in this video series, women with disabilities are often discouraged from having the children they want to have. We hope this series will offer support and encouragement for whichever decisions you make. When making your choices, ask yourself, do you want to get pregnant in the next year? Would you want a baby even without a life partner to raise the child with? What would you do if you had a life partner who left you after you had the baby? How will you support the child financially? Do you have family or friends who would be able and willing to help out? How will you manage physical or emotional difficulties that come up during or after the pregnancy? What other things do you want in life that might be harder to get if you were a mother? Is motherhood something you feel you truly don't want to miss? If you want to start a family, but now isn't the right time, what do you want to do to keep yourself from getting pregnant? Take your time to think about these questions, because they're important questions for all women, not just autistic women or women with intellectual disability. Most women find raising a baby is harder than they thought it would be. When we asked women what they would have liked to have known about getting pregnant, a lot of them said they wish they'd known how hard it could be.
I would like to have known more about having a family, what it's like to raise a baby, instead of just jumping in there and having to find out by myself. The long haul of raising children, their wants, their needs, talking to them about their dreams, it's a lot. And when you're doing it by yourself, it's not easy.
I think I grossly overestimated my ability. I thought it was going to be a lot easier. I thought I was going to be able to be there 24/7, constantly giving my kid a bath because they spilled something on themselves, doing laundry all the time and running to doctor's appointments and dealing with spit up. I mean, as far as the basic stuff, diaper changes and the feeding, doing the breastfeeding really did make things easier. I didn't have to deal with mixing the formula or any of that junk, so that did simplify things for me. But I really thought that I was going to be able to pull it off a lot more easily.
It wasn't as fun, I guess I would say, as I thought it was going to be, because of all of the screaming and crying and diapers and all of that. But it got easier as you know, they got older.
Having and caring for a baby can be hard, but you do not have to do it alone. Everybody needs support. You can be a good and independent parent, and you can make your own decisions, even while getting support. One woman gave us this advice in her own words.
2 girls, it's kind of hard. It's not easy. A lot of people say, it's easy. It's really not easy. You just need the support around you. That's all.
The women in these videos have this advice to share.
I walked, I take prenatal pills, and I ate, and I went to doctor's appointments to take care of my baby.
If I were to give advice to others like me, it would be to follow your heart, as well as to get as much support as possible in place before your pregnancy.
Your life and your body are yours. Be honest with yourself about your needs and about your wants. Don't let anyone or anything pressure you into doing something that you feel isn't 100% for you.
Get advice. Make your own decision.
Parenting can be very difficult, and this may or may not be the right time to try to get pregnant. Many women with or without disabilities choose not to become pregnant, and many women, again with or without disabilities, have successful pregnancies and are great mothers.
I thought take care, baby. I thought be hard. But also it's fun.
It's good to set a routine for you and your kids so it won't get you and your kids off track. And exactly how I did. At first, I didn't have a routine for me and my kids until I put me and my kids on a routine, and it helps out a whole lot in our life. And now it will be less stress for me. It's okay to take time out for yourself. It's okay. Most parents won't take time out for themselves because they'd rather to be around their kids 24/7. But you have to take time out for yourself so you won't be as tense and stressed out because you don't have time for just yourself, because when your kids is asleep or anything, that's your break right there. When they not nowhere next by you or anything, that's your time for yourself. I learned a lot as being a mom. I'm pretty proud of myself. I wanted to give up sometimes, but I look at my kids and rather for my kids to be happy and to see me struggle, but I pulled through just to see my kids happy, and I would never give up on my kids.
The Pregnancy and Support Services for Women with Developmental Disabilities Project is supported by National Institutes of Health grant number 1R21 HD 078830. The views expressed in these videos are those of the authors and do not necessarily represent the views of the NIH. The principal investigator was Mary Oshwald. Other team members included Andy Joyce, Annie Wallington, Christina Nicolaitis, Dora Raymaker, Alicia Askenazi, Kaki Marino, Marianne McCammon, Michelle Berlin, Phoenix Lomas, Sherry Osborne, and Sonia Sizemore. These videos are copyrighted to Portland State University, 2016.